Alright, hey guys, welcome back. Sorry about the technical delays there. So it's been about an hour. We did end up losing a whole bunch of our loot that we did steal in that last raid from Vert Kill 1. So I wanted to talk mainly about today about the new changes that they're going to do with the rating system and your favorites lists and the leaderboards. So what they've decided to implement today after all the feedback from yesterday and the day before about only attacking once per day on the leaderboards and the favorites list, they decided to put like a 3-hour cooldown. So you can attack once every 3 hours to the people in your favorites list, and then once every 3 hours to the people in the leaderboards over here. And they're doing this to promote more of fair play and preventing cheating and preventing trophy dumping and trophy stripping and collusion like actions. So that's their intent behind that. They're also going to do some tweaks with the formulas for trophies and for loot. So what they want you to do is they want you to click the little sword icon down in the bottom right and attack using the random matchmaking service. So we'll go through a few here. So we've seen two 100,000s, one 200,000. So this is how they want you to attack via random opponents that the game triggers and sends for you. So you'll notice we haven't seen anyone above like 210,000 in loot. Seen a lot of 150,000s or so. Seems to be about the average. So here we finally found one that is above 210,000. So we have 250. Pretty good amount of loot right there. But look, it took us like 15 spins, and each spin costs maybe it took us more than 15 spins, 15 to 30 spins. Each spin costs 2,000 gold roughly. So that's 30,000 in gold that we spent at the bare minimum at 15 spins to get this guy. Or if we spent 30 times, that's 60,000 in gold that we spent to actually try and find him. So really this loot isn't that good. Comparatively speaking, when we attacked Vert Kill 1 last time, we got 290. His loot will be decreased a little bit now because of the loot decreasing. But still, Vert Kill 1 in our favorites list is still giving us way more loot, 266,000, than all those random opponents that we saw, than even the best random opponent that we found after somewhere between 50 and 30 random searches. And it didn't cost us anything to actually go and find him. So you see, there's a huge disparity there. If they are going to force us to use that random matchmaking process, the amount of loot that we're going to be able to find is going to be dramatically lowered. We're not going to be able to farm, 4, 3, 2 million, any, large amounts of loot because the random matchmaking system doesn't actually award us good loots. Part of the reason why these guys are giving me better loot is because they're higher up in the leaderboards than what the random matchmaking people are. I'm attacking people that are 100 spots higher than me. I'm currently ranked 176 in the leaderboard, as you can see there, and Vert Kill 1 is ranked 65, so I'm attacking a little bit higher, found him, he has good loot. I could attack some of the other players as well, and they should give me a decent amount of loot as well. Again, here's one for 251, right around the same amount of loot that the best of the random searches is giving me. See, here's another player who's giving me 355,000, and he is, again, higher up in the leaderboards, rank 17, it looks like. So if I attack someone that's even just a little bit closer to me, a good amount of loot there, 170,000, but he's giving me a ton of medals. So you see, we'll go back into the random searches here and keep searching for some and see if we can find anything that is above 250. So this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 spins and we wasted 20,000 in gold. 11, 12. So 12 spins, and we actually found one opponent so far out of like 30 plus spins now, because we just did 12 right here. So out of all those spins, we found one opponent that has a lot of loot. So this is better than anything we've had in our favorites list. there's still the chance that he's actually online, so we'll try and attack him. If he's online, that's a failed attempt there, but he is online, so that was around probably 40 spins in total to get that person, which cost us 80,000 in gold to search. So if we can 100% him, we will actually make a nice profit here. But still, people don't like searching nonstop for raids. I mean, granted, the game has a really fast next button, and it's awesome. It doesn't take, that long to actually go next, 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 next. But people don't want to do that. I mean, if the loot was better and you didn't have to skip over, 10 to 30 bases at a time to find the base that you want to fight that's going to give you a good amount of loot, then they wouldn't mind as much doing the nexting. Then you wouldn't need to do the nexting as much. And you see, there's also the chance we've never fought this person before, so we don't know his base composition. We don't know if we can actually go through and beat his base. We don't know what to expect. We don't know his waves. So we're going in here blind. We've never fought this opponent before. It's already coming out like a tougher fight than, anticipated. His towers are fairly strong. He does have a clover base, which is very effective. He has too many towers clumped up together, in my opinion, here, so we're able to take down several at a time. But yeah, so we're going in dark. We've never fought this opponent. His loot should be high. His loot should be like this. It shouldn't be a big drag to search for these opponents. So far, the game, they're transitioning it into someone said like a tea party where you lounge around and fight once every 3 hours. But before, it was more of a hardcore PvP game where you could raid anyone you want, as much as you want, as long as you had the food or gems or access to the Facebook food or any feature like that. You could do as much raiding as you want. You could play this game as hardcore as you want and get as far. You can earn as much gold as you possibly want. Now, if they make it that you can only attack once every 3 hours to your favorite list, and then they siphon all your gold by nexting it out, you're not going to be able to make enough gold to actually upgrade anything. You're not going to be able to make enough gold to make the game fun and enjoyable. So if they don't upgrade the loot, then this game will go downhill. And I know there's a lot of players that are already saying that they're going to quit if this change gets implemented. So we'll have to see how things go. So with the 50% loot bonus, we got a huge raid there, 741,000, which is very nice. And now we'll go again and see how many times we have to click the next button to find another opponent that will give us a good amount of loot. And then the game actually felt sorry for us and gave us all 3 treasure chests. So that's kind of cool. But here we go. So we'll keep track now, and we'll go into the random list. We'll look for anyone that has over 250,000 in loot and see how long that takes to actually get. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you can see there's a 66,000 right there. That's ridiculous. No one wants to raid for 66,000, and I already spun 10 times, so that's 20,000 wasted on spins, and I'm only going to get 60,000 if I attack that person. That's ridiculous. So here's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So here's one barely over 250,000. So, but I did say we would stop. So 21 spins. So that is 40,000 in gold spent to find one base that had over 250,000. Majority of those bases actually only had 100,000 or 150,000 this time. As you can see, the loot goes down dramatically, even by using the random matchmaking services. There's also the chance that someone else is raiding this person, or he's actually online as well, so you won't be able to attack him. And again, we've never fought this opponent, so we're going in dark. We don't know what his base has. We don't know if we can beat him. Probably can beat him because we are using, you know, a fairly optimal strategy with the heal spell, with some cannons, some pyromancers, and we have a very strong hero with good gear on and good weapons. So we should be able to beat him, but we don't know for a fact. We've never fought him before, so you know we don't know what his wave composition again is. We don't know where his tower placement is. And if you do find someone big in the random opponent list, you do want to try and attack them as soon as possible, because if you wait a few seconds, try and plan your strategy out, someone else could go and attack that person and take away your loot. So you say we found that last person who was giving us 460,000 or so in loot, and we sit there and try and analyze his base and try and figure out how to attack him, and we waste, a minute thinking, a minute on planning, and in that minute, someone else goes in and is like, ooh, 400,000, let's go attack. And they attack him, and so now we're SOL, we're shit out of luck because we lost, our raid against him. Someone else is raiding him, taking his money. After that person raids him, his loot's going to go way down. You pretty much are forced to, rush right in and not really think about it. If the loot system was increased across the board and you got more loot from all around, it'd be so much nicer. It would prevent a lot of issues that people are going to have with this new system of only attacking their favorites just once every 3 hours. Again, I don't like that. It's way better than once a day, so that's a bright side, but I don't like the new attacking system at all. So again, we did very well there, 300 and some odd thousand after our 50% gold boost. So now we'll go again, we'll go look for another base that has more than 250,000 in loots using the next system. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you can see most bases are now 100,000 or so. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Wow, a $20,000 base. 17, 18, 19, 20. So 20 bases spent, and we wasted 40,000 in gold. Haven't found anything yet. Anything above, I believe, a 150. We saw a 20 some odd thousand base, which is ridiculous at this level. I mean, and this gold actually keeps increasing as you level up too. So this is going to get more expensive as we keep playing. It's 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. So 40 bases spun now. We've wasted 80,000 in gold just searching for opponents. Haven't found anything over 200,000. So I really don't think we're going to find anyone over 250,000 anymore. So this is our 5th, 6th, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is 50th spin right here. In those, we did 50 spins this time. We did 20 spins one time before, about 30 spins before. So far we've spun over 100 times now, which means we've spent over 200,000, I believe it is. At 2,000 a spin, roughly. If we spun 100 times, yep, that's 200,000 in gold just wasted spinning this stupid wheel looking for an opponent that's worthy of attacking. This is ridiculous. You cannot have a game like this. This is not fun. This is just sucking your gold away. And in those attacks that we did get, we won 750,000 and 400 and some odd thousand. So a total of like 1.2 million. And we lost 200,000 already. You can't do anything at this current stage of the game with 1 million in gold. So I hope Flare Games, watches the videos, understands what's going on, understand that the loot needs to be dramatically increased, especially if you're going to introduce that you can attack a favorite player who you have searched and found has a lot of loot already. But yeah, if you guys have any comments on this, please leave them down below. I know it's even worse, in the lower trophy range, especially if you're, like, say you drop down for some reason and you're in, like, if I'm in the 3,000 trophy range and I use next looking for new enemies, I won't find anyone that will give me any good loot because the game says I'm too strong for those opponents. So they're like, you get like 20,000, you get 15,000. There's no one in that range that will give me a good amount of loot. So if someone knocks me down, down to 3,000 trophy ranges, I'm totally screwed on loot. So unless they're changing the system dramatically, which I know they are making tweaks to it, but unless they change things dramatically, they need to increase the loot with the new implementation of this one attack per favorite, one attack on the leaderboards. And people don't like the next, so expect a lot of angry players. They're going to have to make a huge announcement on this saying that, we are changing this. You can't attack your favorite list. It's a huge headache. I really don't think they should implement it. But it's not my game. They can do whatever they want with it. I just hope it doesn't have a huge negative effect on the community. Let me know your thoughts on this. Keep posting on the official forums to let them know what you think, how you think this will play out, if you like it, if you hate it, if you love it. Give them your thoughts. Let them know. They do actually listen to the community, which is the best thing a game company or any company can do, is actually listening to their, fans or their supporters or the people that actually purchase their products. So yeah, so let your voice be heard. Go to the Get Satisfaction website. Let them know what you're thinking. You can post your comments down here below. Some people from Flare Games actually do read and watch the videos I post, so they may see them there, but more likely they will see them on the official forums. Let them know how you're feeling, let them know what you think, and please give them your feedback, because they do listen, they do watch, they do hear. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like, share, and get the word out.